everybody. So today I want to debunk a little bit of a myth when it comes to building an online business and utilizing short-form video content to do that. Short-form videos have been a huge part in our business in what we help our clients deploy, and probably one of the number one misconceptions when it comes to building your brand, leveraging short-form videos like TikTok, Pinterest idea pins, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, etc., is the fact that if you need to go viral to have a lot of success. Now, there are companies out there and there's programs and products that will tell you to emulate viral videos, emulate all of these different things if you actually want to have success. And in my opinion, I honestly believe the polar opposite. I honestly can't remember the last video that I had that went viral, and I can't remember the last month that I had online that was less than $30,000. And that's not to say it's so black and white. I think the biggest thing to think about is what you're going viral for. The thing that gets overlooked for people that are looking to build online businesses, people that are looking to have a lot of success, is the type of content that you create plays a big weight in how much you actually can make online, or how many of your services you can sell, how much more of your offers you sell. So I'll break down a real-time example of what happened in my own actual business when I started copying and pasting and doing all of these things that certain programs and products were telling me to do, and like what actually happened to my sales process. So when I first got into the short-form video content game, it's fascinating that this is still a strategy, but the very popular thing was create this side hustle content, create content about how quick and how easy people can make money and how simple it will be for people to start making money, because you can create all of this attention around yourself and then you can sell people an unrelated product. So my first viral video that I ever had, I think it probably got 300, 400,000 views, was about selling your dirty socks on the internet, utilizing a website called Sniffer and selling your used socks and all this stuff. And I thought I was going to be rolling in the dough. I thought I was going to start making sales. But what really happened is it actually ended up damaging my brand, damaging my audience, because I built this massive audience of people that didn't have any interest in doing what I was fucking trying to help them do. And this is a very common problem in the online space. This is a very common problem that I see happening over and over again, is people will be like, nobody's buying my products from me. They're not spending $1,000. They're not spending $2,500. And it's, well, look at the content that you're utilizing to pull in that audience. A very popular thing on TikTok is the best side hustles for lazy and broke people. And then you're left to wonder why people aren't buying anything from you. Look at the type of content you're creating. Look at the type of messaging that you're getting across. You're building an audience of people that want quick PayPal money. They want to make $1,000 in 15 minutes. They want to get paid. They want to go from rags to riches without doing any work. Why would they buy your products? Why would they put in any work after they buy your product? Polarizing concept in my market, which is all about copy and paste kings and how people can get rich overnight. And we actually implore our clients to start talking about the polar opposite. Our number one message for anybody who's looking to work with us is expect to spend the next 6 to 12 months of consistently showing up before you ever even expect to replace your job's income. Now, what this does is it builds a very targeted audience, a very targeted following that is more inclined to actually buy your products. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, it's not so black and white as do you need to go viral to make sales? The short answer to that question is no. But there is certain business models that would benefit from going viral. Merch companies, brands, t-shirts, anything like that. Like, obviously the more exposure that you can get to your brand, the better. But if you're in a similar space as to me, which is helping people monetize social medias, helping people build targeted followings that buy premium priced products, I don't necessarily think going viral is the right play, especially in the beginning. And when you're just trying to figure out what type of content to create, what type of people you want to work with, what type of people you want to be talking to, going viral is adding another element of pressure that doesn't necessarily equate to making sales. And I mention this because in the beginning, I know a lot of people, that's the number one thing they're looking at, is like the number of views they're getting, the number of followers they're getting, the number of the vanity metrics that don't really mean shit to actually making sales. The more important thing is the type of audience that you're building or the content you're creating to actually build that business. If I'm looking to sell $1,000 products, I'm looking to sell $1,500 coaching packages, then I want to be very calculated with the type of content that I'm creating. And the cool part with short form video content is you do still have the ability to go viral, even if it's not for the flash in the pants, baity, unethical shit. And what that will actually do to your business, it will change your life. We've had clients take a video of them talking about building their business and what they're actually going to be doing and what it's actually going to take to actually have success. And they blew their groups up by thousands and thousands of people. And there's real power in that because they're going viral for the right things. They're not pulling the wool over people and baiting people into these fake side hustles or fake things and then trying to convert them onto something completely different on the back end. There's two sides to the coin. You can build a really big following and convert a very small percentage of your audience. All right, I regularly talk with people who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube, 1 million followers on Facebook, and they're struggling to get anybody to actually buy or invest in their products because their content is so wide. They have this massive, wide audience. And a lot of the times they end up building an audience that isn't even really connected to buying their products. So you have the two sides to it is you can build this big audience and you can convert a small percentage of that audience, or you can build a small targeted audience and convert a high percentage of the audience. And like for me and the clients that we work with really closely is like my content isn't meant to go viral. I'm not creating it to go viral. I'm creating it to solve a very specific problem for somebody who's struggling with something in their business. It's not meant to resonate with the masses. And what this does over time is it makes your sales process a lot easier. There's less resistance in the conversations. There's less resistance in people making buying decisions from you because you're painting all of that type of stuff and talking about all of that very regularly inside of your content. And it's not like you're creating content that is very wide. Like I'm talking about making $1 million in the next 15 minutes online. Like naturally, you're going to get thousands and thousands of people interested in that thing, but I'm gonna have to filter through all of those people to find that one person that would be a good candidate to buy my product. Versus how I create content in my own business is I can be very transparent, very targeted up front, and then the conversation process and the point of somebody actually becoming a customer becomes extremely easy because I'm painting that picture on the front. I'm letting them know up front. This has been a big ingredient to us eliminating sales calls, having clients come to us and ask us like, hey, where can I buy this product? How can I purchase your $1,000 mastermind? How can I buy your $1,500 product? It makes your life overall a lot easier. And we'll talk about like some of the negative side effects of actually going viral. Like it's stressful as fuck. Let's be honest. It is extremely stressful to go viral. I've been viral dozens and dozens of times on Facebook. And if you don't have the right infrastructure in place, your business is going to implode. You could have a business and you get 1 million views and you grow your group by 5,000 people. Then what? Right? If you don't have the right infrastructure in place to actually facilitate the type of volume that you potentially are hoping for, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be extremely stressful to operate, and it's going to be extremely hard, in my opinion, to actually convert premium price clients because there's no intimacy, there's no relationship, you're not going to be able to connect with all of those people on a deeper level, which is what people are going to start craving more and more, especially as AI gets more and more prevalent. People are going to want that connection. People are going to want that. They're going to need that to actually feel confident purchasing products from you. They're not just going to be able to get pumped through this automated system or this robotic system where there's no connection with you. And if you're constantly creating content that's catered to the algorithm gods and like trying to go viral all of the time, it's going to be extremely stressful to operate your business. So all in all, I know this is a bit of a woo topic and I haven't really given you guys that much tactics or strategies or nuances as far as like it's more of just like an opinion in relation to going viral in your business. And my opinion is the fact of it is that you don't necessarily need to worry about growing a massive following. What's more important is the type of following you're actually building or the content that's being used to build that following. It's far more beneficial to have 3,000 followers on TikTok that love you, they're diehard fans, they actually want to work with you, they want to get your services, they want to buy your products, than it is to have 1 million people that followed you because they like the color of your shoes. There's no actual connection to them actually working with you or buying your products. So it's not a necessarily black and white answer. It's ultimately going to depend on the type of business and the type of business that you actually want to operate. Being somebody who's operated from both sides of the coin is I prefer the hyper-targeted audience because it's less stressful. There's less moving parts. You get to end up building really cool, intimate relationships, which works really well if you run a continuity program like myself. And there's just less to it. You can work with a couple clients a year and make a substantial amount of money. And it's a lot better way to operate your business, in my opinion. That's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any other recommendations as far as you want me to start talking about, start mentioning, bringing to the content, don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section and I will get them recorded.